tapping on so I can hear your questions. I'll read your questions. There we go. So, welcome back, everybody, as we are here, and some of you guys have asked me, would I ever be against having a panel on the porch or street? The answer is not necessarily. The problem I have is the fact is that it just doesn't work that way. Good morning, afternoon, Krista. How are you doing today? As of course, give you a little hello. I haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, do you like Pennywise? I don't know what Pennywise is, but I know some people ask me for a close-up on the picture on the wall, which is what I would like to show you guys. So let me get my phone out. I'm gonna stand here because people keep asking about this picture, and if I don't fall over, and you can see it's embossed flowers. I don't know who made this. I don't know the artist's name. And you can see that's not a painting. That's a type of needlepoint. Okay? And I think I can zoom in on it so you can see the work here, how that is done. And you'll see there's no illustration on it. Anywhere. But what is obviously clear is the amount of detail that was done to make that. My father and mother gave it to me. I don't know where they got it from. But I've had it for a long time. And, let me switch this back to me here. I gotta be careful to not knock myself offline. Whoa. We'll knock you offline. All I know is I got it from my mother and father, and that's all I know. I don't know anything else about it. It's not a picture, it's almost like a needlework. Why is she didactic? Who's that? I always liked that picture. You lied last time. What am I looking for in a man? Well, honestly, I'm already kind of married to Lumi. So really, I'm not looking for anything in a man right now. We should change this thing to O, so I can read all the chats, not just some of them. Okay. And I'm not looking for anyone right now. No, I'm an intersex hermaphrodite. There's a difference. intersex hermaphrodite is someone who's medically, the way they are, traits of both. I'm not intersex. I know that's confusing for so many people today because they're used to thinking about intersex. I mean, with the hermaphrodite world, isn't really discussed much, but there is a difference. Intersex hermaphrodites is a medical condition. Trans is not a medical condition caused by the physiological symptoms of the body. So that's what makes it different. Let me put this picture a little more featured here. So that's the difference between the two. So intersex is not in the same league. So you need to know what the difference is. Actually, I can get an answer from you, but basically, that's one answer. You can look it up on Google yourself. Ask Google at either a Gemini or Grok or ChatGPT or Meta what the difference is between transgender versus hermaphrodite, intersex. And they're very different. They're very different. And how you doing, Ricardo Norden? I am an elf fan. Yeah, I'm a blood elf fan. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I saw someone at my counseling place wearing elf ears. Okay, cool. What was the reason for them wanting to wear the elf ears? Was it the same as me? Or did they just choose it because they thought it would stand out? Elves can't fly. No, never could. Never could. That's not what an elf is. Or, I think you're talking about fairies. And not all fairies could fly. I mean, okay, let's talk about that. Since fairies and elves are both interestingly in the mystical creatures, it was after the 18th century that there was a slight awareness brought up about elves and fairies. So let's see if I can try to explain them. Fairies, i.e. the ones we see in Disney, Tinkerbell, can fly. Fairies are very small, okay? Fairies can fly. At least many can, okay? Maleficent. You forgot who Maleficent was, don't you? Played by Angelina Jolie. She was a fairy who became it because of her anger and a man who basically messed her up. Lost her ability to fly when he took off her wings. And she became dark and mean and cursed his daughter Aurora to never ever live or never really experience true love. Which Aurora did, okay? But Maleficent herself didn't realize, I don't want to give away the movie plot, but I have to give some of the story out, is that Aurora's breaking of Aurora's curse, it was Maleficent herself who broke away her curse. She never got her wings back, she never got to fly again, but she also no longer held a grudge against the king that had gone mad. That was her ex-boyfriend. I know that sounds weird, but elves, maybe the woodland elves of J.R.R. Tolkien, the blood elves, the night elves, the of World of Warcraft, and other mystical stories come across in modern lore as being friendly and helpful for people. But that wasn't always so. In fact, until the mid-19th century, most fairies and elves were not liked very much at all, because they're considered mischief doers in the lore. It was in the 19th century, the Victorian era, that elves and fairies changed from forest creatures that were to be avoided to forest creatures that could be considered trustworthy. So, go figure. Which is it? I don't know. It's very interesting to see how that works. Hello, Emmanuel Sword. How you doing? Sasa, how you doing? From the Amsterdam. Churchill said hi. Churchill said hello. Rico Charges says, anyone else having trouble following this? Hammer Nail said, Michelle is a blood elf, Tyler. Yeah, you could say that. Ole, thank you for info. OG Big Stick says, Krista, do you recommend Rage Friends for flooring work? No, I don't actually. I asked him directly. I like my ears, thank you very much. No, they're into elf and are into WoW. Cool. Maybe you should introduce them to my channel, because we're always looking for new playing partners. Your hair looks nice, says Hammer Nose. Thank you very much. So now we're kind of caught up here. So, yeah, I'm an elf. By the way, that's another thing, too. Elves are not necessarily puny little things. Next, it's me. Who's that? I give you thumbs up. Thank you very much. Also, don't forget to give a hype when you get a chance, when the replays start. Give a hype on my videos. We're going to be doing more videos because they're easy to have hypes on. And I don't have to wait 24 hours for the video to become live stream, become a video to get a hype on it. But we want to get more hypes. Tomorrow, we're supposed to be getting the new violin. Sherry Jackson has bought from me on Amazon. Now, I don't know when it's coming, and I can't. It says it's supposed to be tomorrow. But, you know, things happen. And because it's an analog violin, it's an acoustic violin, it's got a sound post. And what I'm really, really worried is that the sound post is going to fall in shipment. If the sound post falls in shipment, that's not good, because that means that I'm going to have to find a luthier to reset the sound post up so that I can play it, okay? If the sound post hasn't fallen, then it should be easy enough to just tune it and get ready to play and get started with my violin, learning how to play the violin, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing. You know, sounds good to me. That sounds good to me too. Yeah, I'm a lady. What else is she gonna be? No, I'm not going bald. No, Michelle's not going bald at all. Far from it. No. She does have a little bit of crowning, but she's not going bald. I don't know what time the violin is going to be here tomorrow. It depends when the Amazon truck comes over. Oh yeah, elf heights. That's a great topic. The little tiny ones, They're not elves, but they're often mixed up with elves as hobbits. The hobbits, these are like the 3-4 foot tall ones. Elves on World of Warcraft can be up to 7-8 feet tall, and of course dwarves are even bigger, or oh, not much bigger, but dwarves would be like 8-9 feet tall. And World of Warcraft, elves are big. Night elves are big. Blood elves are big. Void elves are big. High elves are big. Right? And that's something to keep in mind. You know. So they come in different heights. And Draenei are big. And the Draenei are big. Well, I never played a violin before, but I do got right now, and my GarageBand on my other phone, I can play a simulated violin. Well, not really notes, but I've been working on it. I'll just go get my other phone. This phone has it too, but I'm streaming with it, so let me get my other phone. Well, all my phones, all my iPhones anyway, this one, iPhone 8 and iPhone 15 have GarageBand. My desktop has GarageBand too. So, let me turn my screen up right here. So, open my window. So basically what I'm experimenting with is alright. Unfortunately, a stupid thing kind of just open this GarageBand. Recent searches. Browse. What the hell did you just click on? I have no idea. Boom. It was just a quick way to get out of here. Okay. Okay, audio recording. Okay, so I'm going to do is I'm going to go to strings. World. I'm going to go and get guitar 2, bass, strings. So I'm going to pull up the strings here. Now, here you have the 4 strings of a violin. And I might also explain how this works. This here is the top of the peg box here. This here is the D G, this open G. Remember when I tell you that it's important to have, there's no frets. This is the A string. This is the E. So this is the D. This is the G. A. E. What I was doing A little bit of vibrato. Vibrato. Now, let's talk about the G string, or the D string for a second. The D string, which is this one, this is the open D. Okay, so you want to go higher note on the E. You gotta find the right spot. Right, where's the E string? Maybe it's a third of a way down, so you're gonna go, and then you have an F, and then you're gonna have over here is a G, a higher octave G. So this is G, right here's A, here's G. Here's A, B, C, and obviously this is D. Remember, I don't have a bow, and so on my phone. It's a good time killer, that's for sure. Yeah, that's really cool. I love that. That's just, it's just an example of a good way to waste the time. I was wasting like over 4 hours one night just playing around with that up, figuring out what kind of noises I can make. The G string is actually it's the D string, and the violin is the thickest, not the G. Yeah, I know that. That's okay. I know it's gonna. Rusty is my cat. He went outside just now, a little while ago. So, hi Bradley, how you doing? Oh, Bradley, tomorrow, don't forget to post me the link to the panel so I can make sure to try to make it for 7 o'clock tomorrow. I need you to make sure to send me the joining link so I can. Everything's been going okay. Yeah. Brooks is live. I'm good. So make sure, like I said, that tomorrow I have the link to join your panel, whichever means you're going to do it. Because if or at least, at the very least, send me a link to the stream itself so I can at least, in the general chat, so I can at least get on it. Also, next week, on the 10th, I'm going to be doing some research for YouTube. Research at 12 noon. So, I'm going to be ending the show a little bit early on the 10th of September to make time for my 12 noon appointment online with YouTube. So, there will be a shorter show about 11:45 in the morning. So I can be part of that. My original time slots I requested, unfortunately, were full. There was no openings. So I was able to get on for 12 noon on Wednesday next week. So I'm going to do for that. Also on Monday next week, even though I'm going to see the specialist for my teeth, the actual, it's going to be more for a consultation, and it's going to be to see what our next course of action is. So it should be interesting to see how that goes. And people who watch my show, I want you to realize I'm actually pretty interesting. Please do subscribe, and absolutely don't forget to subscribe. Let's see this channel grow. By the way, let me, I think I have YouTube app on this. We are seeing that the views as of the last few days have been a little bit off, according to the audience graph. Now, I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is somebody else is streaming when I'm streaming, which it is YouTube. There's no exclusivity clauses, so they can certainly stream when I'm streaming. But I do see the replays have been doing pretty good. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. First of all, if I go to my YouTube studio, which works on the same on both phones, so just go to my. Right now we're at 10,880. Okay, and I like to get to 10,900 before the end of August, end of September. My birthday is coming up on the 13th of September. And I don't see why we couldn't have 20 people come up by my birthday on the 13th, but you know how that works. So if I go to my analytics here on my system, and I'm not going to bore you all the digits, but here you can see this is the graph of where we're doing right now. And you're going to see that we have suffered a bit of a dip in the viewership. Okay? At half of almost 10,000 views. Around the 6.2 or 6,200 views, which is very shocking. However, I think part of the reason is because we're not streaming the gaming anymore. Because we've been playing games with my friends off camera, not live. Monthly audience right now is at 8,898 so far for September. So we need to get that up. We need to get that up a lot. Okay? However, looking at the way the audience is breaking down, the new viewers, that means the people just pass through, there's at 83.1%. Casual viewers, it means they just check once in a while, there's 10.7%. And regular viewers, which are the regulars, is 6.2%. It's up by 3.2%. So we're seeing some positive changes in the numbers. But how much of a change is beyond me. It just is. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Paul Sim said hi. How you doing? So someone is streaming. No one's streaming on my Wi-Fi except me. Right. No one else is streaming on Michelle's Wi-Fi. Just me and Michelle are using the same one. Bergs is a guy who screams and slappily plays guitar. Well, yes, I know he did. It was in the Beltway. region of the capital. So, but what I wanted to get on is, I also did a video, and it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a very, very horrible video. It was horrible because it was late, I was tired, and here's the shocking thing. If you go back to the stats on that, that video, despite that I was falling half asleep, Rusty the Cat and me had 280 views, quite a few hypes on it as well. And let's see, this is showing me the hype stats here. Comments, I don't know, because this app isn't really the newest one. I don't know if this has hypes. But anyway, had 284 views. Impression click-through rate is 1.2%. Average viewer duration is 2 minutes and 36 seconds. And that's pretty interesting. And that was a video. That wasn't a live stream. At the same day, earlier that day, I did a live stream and it had close to the same number of views. Well, not quite. Actually, they had a little bit less. But let's see if I can find that. Let's go to the live. No, that's the wrong one. Sorry. I want to select. Visibility. Okay. So we're going to go back to, what is this? This gets confusing. Okay, I got it. Type. Change it to live. Okay. The live had, make sure I got the right one. Had 208. And then before that, 218. And then before that, 166. This morning had 151. So, meaning that I'm wondering if we need to consider just doing more lives, but also do more videos. Well, with the violin practice, I'm not gonna lie, we're not gonna be doing them strictly live, because, especially the first few, because it's gonna be getting a challenge enough to tune it, with the bow rosin, to learn the process, figuring out how to make notes. Yeah. Oh yeah, this show is not like a lot of the others. This channel is unique. It's not, well, first of all, I have autistic spectrum disorder, or Asperger's, but what makes it unique is the fact is that we do interesting stuff. This Michelle is a woman, yeah. So you ever notice your skirt has a hole? I didn't notice that until now. This is my favorite skirt too. It's stretchy. So, wait, you gotta get yourself some needle and thread and stitch it. Yeah, I can do that. I'm a woman. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, I'm fine. I just noticed that my skirt has a hole. One of it's because maybe Rusty put his claws in it. looks like stretch damage. So I'm thinking it's pretty far down, so it's not like right near my private areas. Or maybe when you went to your skirt got caught in your wheels to your walker. Oh, that happens a lot. Yes, it does. Marianne says it's good to see everyone. Oh, Marianne, I did give you an answer to your questions that you asked me. But since you're here, I figure I can answer your questions here too, because I'm sure the other news channels are asking the same things. Marianne has been doing videos. Mainly she's been focusing on music. And she really could use your following her channel and hyping her content. Now, I suggested to Marianne that she should maybe diversify her videos a little bit, not just doing the music and the shorts, but maybe talking a little bit about her interests and her hobbies. Maybe even discuss how she got into doing what she's doing with the music scene. And so maybe you guys can help her. If the mods could please click on her channel and share it out. I don't know if I can, but if I can, let me see if I can click on her channel here for you guys. Yeah, no, okay. I want to go to her channel. And I might subscribe to her. I want to see if I can share the link here. Okay. Share the link. I'm going to copy the link. Go back. Go back. And go back here. This is a link to Marianne's channel. If you guys would like to help her out, I never did this on Android before, but I think I can do this. This is Marianne's channel. If you guys could go to that channel, subscribe, turn on the notifications. I think she really would appreciate that a lot. And, no, Marianne is not Yam Ranch. So please do join Marianne's channel. And she's a real person. I don't know if she is or not. It doesn't seem like that. I do know that. No, I don't think it's Yam Ranch. The style music is not Yam Ranch like. So, no, I'm intersex. All right, let's see if I can get somebody to help me explain this to you guys. Okay, why not? Let's see, maybe ChatGPT can help. All right. Let's see, I'm trying to find the ChatGPT app on my phone here. I got so many apps on here. There you go. Okay. Okay. Continue with Google. Okay. Continue. Okay. Michele Marie Dalene. Okay. This is not the fastest thing in the world. Hello, ChatGPT 5.
Hello there. Nice to hear from you. And yep, ChatGPT 5 is here. I'm ready to chat. Whatever you need, just let me know.
I was wondering if you could please give a quick description of the differences between transgender and intersex hermaphrodite.
refers to someone whose gender identity is different from the sex they were assigned at birth. It's all about how someone identifies and experiences their own gender. Intersex, or hermaphrodite as an older term, is more about physical or biological traits. Intersex people are born with sex characteristics that don't fit typical definitions of male or female. It's more of a biological variation rather than an identity. So basically, transgender is about gender identity, and intersex is about physical sex characteristics. Let me know if you want to dive into any part of that a bit more.
How many intersex are there known to be in the world per population?
Yeah, so it's a bit of an estimate, but the general figure that often comes up is that intersex traits occur in roughly about 1 to 2 out of every 100 people. So it's a small percentage of the population, but it's definitely not super rare. And of course, the exact numbers can vary depending on how intersex is defined and identified, but that's the ballpark.
I got a lot of people thinking I'm transgender. Is there anything I can do to explain to them the difference between the two?
Yeah, absolutely, and that can definitely happen. I think a good approach is just to gently educate folks if they're open to it. You can let them know that being intersex is about the physical or biological traits someone is born with, whereas being transgender is about how someone identifies their gender. You can share that they're really two different aspects of human diversity and that one doesn't necessarily imply the other. And of course, just explaining it calmly and confidently can go a long way. Most people appreciate a bit of education where it's offered kindly. So hopefully that helps a bit.
Now, why do a lot of people consider intersex to be hermaphrodites?
Yeah, so that really comes down to kind of older terminology and a bit of misunderstanding. The term hermaphrodite is actually a biological term that's more accurately used for certain animals or plants that have both male and female reproductive organs that are fully functional. In humans, though, intersex variations don't typically mean someone has two fully functional sets of reproductive organs. It's usually more complex and can involve a variety of different traits. So the term hermaphrodite kind of got applied to humans in a way that doesn't really fit the reality of intersex people. Nowadays we try to use intersex because it's more accurate and it's the term that intersex individuals generally prefer. So it's really just about updating the language and understanding.
Okay, well, what about the people that keep calling us transgender versus intersex, even though I'm intersex? How should we respond to those confusion? And why is there confusion?
Yeah, I get that it can be frustrating, and it does happen because a lot of people just aren't fully aware of the distinctions. Sometimes folks just lump any variation from the typical male or female categories into the same bucket because they just haven't learned the difference. In terms of how to respond, I'd say just keep it simple and kind. You can say something like, actually, I'm intersex, which is about biological traits, not gender identity. It's a different thing from being transgender. Most people will appreciate a clarification, and if they don't, well, you've done your part in educating them. The confusion is mostly just about awareness and education. A lot of people just haven't had a chance to learn these distinctions yet, so you're kind of helping them out by explaining it.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very...
Okay, so now you know. Now you know. I gotta get the same information out of Google if I want to read it on the screen all day. Tiger, you don't should voice an AI. She can. She can put her voice in character AI. The voice is English, yes. No, she's British. That's one of the voices I chose. And what I mean is it explains that trans and intersex are not the same thing, and that the problem is there's more people who see trans people than they see intersex, and so they're mistakenly thinking that we're intersex. There's trans people that intersex people or trans people or intersex people. They can't seem to tell the difference between the two, but there is a difference. Yeah, there's a difference. They should try and learn the difference. So let's just keep it simple. Intersex, hermaphrodite people, or people who have a biological, medically confirmed condition, or transgenders just feel a discontinuity between their gender and their biological sex. For example, just to throw some confusion into things, if you are hermaphrodite and you are mainly or mostly female-like, and you can still be transgender because you can still be a female to male, i.e., you have a masculine gender and you see yourself as a male, but even though you are mostly female according to your testing done by your doctor. So yes, you can be intersex and hermaphrodite, or intersex and trans at the same time. That's not me. I'm just trans. I'm just intersex, not trans. So I am female. Medically, I was tested. I am female. My gender is female, lesbian. I am female though, and I'm married to somebody already. So sorry, not available. No. So I think that helps a little bit. No. I missed the West Coast 420. Not really. You can still catch Hawaii and Alaska. That's your thing. Most of us don't care what the difference is between intersex and hermaphrodite or trans. Only thing is important is that Jesus loves you. Absolutely. Well, I wouldn't say once upon a time, except to say this. Once upon a time, there was a lot of misunderstandings between the two, as we've already just heard. It doesn't help any that even Donald Trump's definition of what is man and woman is wrong, has got errors in it among the intersex, which is a very rare grouping, as she said. The fact of the matter is that for intersex, Trump's declaration also had a notorious habit of actually shutting down research into intersex people as well. Because now where do we fit? Any research on intersex and transgenderism has been thrown out in the garbage in the United States. Intersex is a biological condition, and it is not the same thing as transgender, which is a mental condition caused by gender dysphoria, which is really different. But because of the Donald Trump's declaration, there's a lot of research that was done into what causes intersex and what causes transgender behaviors has been thrown away. France has agreed to continue on the research with intersex and transgender because the fact is they're now holding up to the same declaration that Trump said. So which means now the newest research for intersex and transgenders is going to probably be coming from old Paris and not from the United States, because all the United States research papers have lost funding because of Trump's declaration from the National Science Foundation. So that's gonna really suck, because now America is gonna fall behind in finding out what causes intersex and what causes transgender. There are different things, but they still need to further find out what causes it. What causes autistic spectrum disorder? However, that research will continue under funding because the National Science Foundation will continue to fund research into autistic spectrum, which I also have as well. But for the other areas of my life, my intersex, this is pretty much no longer going to be researched. So I guess you can call that the swan song. The first one playing the violin. And I don't know what the swan song is, right? Oh yeah, they do. Okay, so that takes care of that. So, Hammer Nail says, this is super hard to annoying. Michelle with a smiley face. I'll give you some happy smiley faces back. Boop, 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 boop. 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 There you go. Yeah. Actually, the way I held my bow, even in the air violin, Nick of the violin was still pretty bad. Though, because let me explain that. The way I hold the bow was like someone trying to grip a screwdriver. That's not how you hold a bow. You hold it like this. These 3 fingers and the thumb back are pinched back and hold the bow. These two fingers usually just fall down, and the bow just is drawn over the strings in a smooth way. It's kind of a weird way of doing it. This is where you hold your neck of your violin. You got your 3 fingers. And you gotta bend the elbow too. Remember, don't be too rigid, because if you do, you're gonna miss the strings and you're gonna sound kind of weird. That I learned from the piano violin teacher in the UK, Alison herself. So you gotta be loose with the violin, because if you're not, it's gonna sound horrible. You're rubbing. I hope you do sub. Correct. So it's just really important to keep that in mind, that my channel is different than other YouTube channels. And that's good, because if my channel is the same as everybody else's, there wouldn't be much of a channel at all. It really wouldn't be. My channel, it stands out as different because my channel is made differently. My channel is made with real content and 2 detergents for to keep it clothes absolutely wet. It's just like does it all, right? It does detergent. I've never heard of that one. It's from the 50s, right? Get clean white wash without red hands. Okay. That is a detergent commercial. What does my YouTube channel have? Have a clean spirit without getting your hands dirty. Michelle's channel does it all. You come out with knowledge, and you also come out learn with hands that smell clean, look clean, and your spirit that feels clean. I think Does would hate you for that. It Does isn't made anymore by Colgate Palmolive, but if it was, Procter & Gamble still made it, they probably would be like, oh, why did we cancel the Friday? She just came up with the perfect slogan. Oh, too bad. Then get your manufacturing process back online and makes it more Does. And then you'll be all set. All right. Oh, thank you very much, Hammer Nails. I appreciate that, Bradley. I love you too. Kitty, I love you too. Gidgey's here. Yes, here's here. Well, Bubbles be on the panel tonight. We don't have a panel tonight. Thank you very much, Galaxy Eyes. Michelle, after you learn the basics needed, what is the first song you want to learn? And oh, well, first of all, I would like to learn to play part of Vivaldi's Four Seasons, at least a little bit of the season of spring with Vivaldi. For those of you who never heard of Vivaldi's Four Seasons, that's the one that you see a lot of rich movies play. One of those snooty people hearing. Then you hear the second violin coming. And then the E string. Okay, you get the idea. That's something I would like to learn. Probably not within the first year, but nope. That's one thing I really would like to learn is how to play the season of spring by Vivaldi from the Four Seasons. That's clearly not going to be at any stretch to imagine easy, because Antonio Vivaldi didn't make easy orchestral pieces. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. But obviously, probably for now, I'll probably learn how to do some bluegrass. Subscribe only mode isn't turned on. Nope, it's not. Thank you very much for following. I much appreciate that. I want to try to show you some of the other things that YouTube doesn't show you. Number one, I like to show you what my life is like. That's what my shows do. We don't just do, just stuff to hem up the content. I actually do the shows that I really believe in. And giving you an understanding of who I am and what I do every day. And that's what makes the show unique. I'm sorry, by the way, that we don't have panels on these portrait streams. And the reason I don't is because of my hearing loss. I find it very hard to hear people on StreamYards. I can do StreamYards on my desktop and still do portrait, and that would work fine. But there are people who will do harm to me by dropping porn bomb and other unsavory stuff. That's one of the reasons why we do shows on Saturday on the Discord, because there's a little bit better control. I can actually have the landscape show with me on the panel, and I can sometimes occasionally sneak in and show you the Discord panel, but not long enough to get some bad people cocky enough to start showing unacceptable body parts. Yeah. Let's see. Do I have an email? Oh, let's see. Do you? I have Zillow. Sherry did get back to me. Okay. Since it was on a different current use, and I would need to upload bank statement and my ID. They locked this account. Really? Okay, so Newegg is supposed to be shipping another violin. Okay, so apparently something happened with the Amazon order, and she went to Newegg to buy the violin instead. But it said, okay, but I'll have to get back to writing this. But she said that she ordered another one through Newegg, so it may not be here tomorrow. because Newegg is another company. It's just kind of weird. That's YouTube. I mean, Amazon would lock his account. I think they thought he was doing fraud. Yeah. Nah, that's kind of weird, I guess. Let's see. I know that. I'm not repeating that. So 5 more minutes I get to leave work and drive an hour home. Chris said Bubbles definitely has talent, but he's very lacking in personality. At least there's one on the way still. Yeah. It sounds like Sherry Jackson asked her son to order the violin, and her son ordered the violin. Let's see. But something went awry with the order. I don't know why that happened. But it's kind of weird though. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask Sherry Jackson what's going on. So, and it sounds like I don't know why she had her son order the violin, and she doesn't have an Amazon account. That's weird. Well, first of all, she could have go ahead and she could have given you her son your wish list, and he could have tapped the button on that wish list and gotten the violin. So, right, but she didn't. Right, so she didn't use that. She used another site. Let's see if we can see anything from the invoice. Oh, what kind of violin it was that was ordered. Tap to download. Downloading. The count on hold temporarily. We need this unusual temporary. This is the original. So that's why I kind of was on, because they thought something was going on. Some phony baloney. The next picture. So. Okay, it's an Elkton. Oh, that's the town. Processing. Let's see. Trying to find out what it is to say what brand it is. That's full size violin, solowood violin. Fiddle. Okay. So that's all I know is it's a full-size violin. It looks like it's a Cecilio. It looks like a Cecilio. That's all I know. It doesn't show any more detail than that. I mean, I do things a little differently than this. It's kind of like kind of interesting the way yeah, this looks like Cecilia. Yeah. So we'll see what happens when it comes. It's kind of weird though, but oh well, shit happens. It just does. But still appreciate that Sherry did order it though. They aren't gay. Who? I get you. I doing. Well, let's put it this way. Michelle was a little bit more on the bi side, but she's married to me, so it don't matter anymore. No. No, it doesn't. No. So we'll see what happens with all the stuff going on. Wow. So it sounds like Amazon, Sherry's son is going to have to fix the Amazon account for the future. All she had to do was just send her son your link to your wish list. Oh, she didn't think about it that way, but that's okay. No. I got 3 flashlights and a Lego list. Michelle A is married to a woman that lives with my body. Yeah, I'm the second person. Oh, Rambo was trying to play the violin for a while. I've been married 30 years. I'm homosexual these days. A lot of misunderstandings about the transgender community and the intersex community. Maybe. Well, you can get a violin if you want to go cheap as dirt. You can get one for about $60. Unfortunately, the word cheap as dirt should be a dead giveaway. Amazon and Temu and Shein do sell cheap as dirt instruments. I'm not going to tell you that these are going to make your life happy, or make you happy, or make your wife happy, or make your dog happy. But you can get a nice, good, decent, inexpensive Cecilio by Mendini, such as the CVN 200, for about $200. Literally. The CVN 100 is like close to 120. So you can get a CVN 100, which is the most basic Cecilio violin, or you can get a slightly better CVN 200 for about 200 and change, or you can get the CVN 300, which is a bit more, like $400. That is $500. That's much closer to entry-level orchestral grade. So if you want to get a cheap fiddle, and let's call it what it can be, and there's a reason why they call them fiddles, because you're always fiddling with them. You're always fiddling with them. You gotta tune them, you gotta grasp the string, you gotta basically, sometimes you have to restring it, sometimes you have to reset the sound post. Don't scare me. The sound post is the most important part of a violin. That post has 2 functions. Number one of the bridge is properly tuned. The weight on the bridge is 37 kilos. Okay. Anywhere actually, I think it's about 25, 20, well, yeah, up to 40, 50 pounds of pressure on the bridge of the violin. That post, one of the jobs the post does is it keeps the violin from imploding on itself and turning itself into a collapsed supernova. If you think about it, it's not super thick wood, so it would be very easy for the bridge to collapse in without the sound post. So the sound post also acts as part of the rudimentary part of the amplification circuit. Except it's analog, it's wood, it's not electric. Unless you get an electric violin, electric violins don't have sound posts. Because it can be solid metal or wood or plexiglass or acrylic. Because they use pickups similar to that of a guitar pickup inside to pick up the vibrations from the strings. Some of them even use contact microphones instead of a wired coil bridge. Okay, but some use a coil bridge. And so you can have a really neat sound. But one thing about an acoustic violin is you can use guts. Now, we all wonder where the term "I hate you" guts come from. It has to do with the type of string. It comes from sheep intestines or sheep guts. Those are actually what violin strings, guitar strings, many stringed instruments came from sheep guts. And obviously they came in different qualities and some were just awful. And so if someone didn't like your strings, they would say, "I hate your guts." It's very interesting. It is. Yeah. If that was true, I mean, that'd be super duper old timers by now. No, it doesn't. Ryan Toth is always vulnerable. But he's been here today, which is, it's been, hi, Partolanzi, how you doing? I haven't seen him around here until recently. So I appreciate that Ryan's here. And all you guys are here, Puttycat's here. What is going down for the Halloween? It's going to probably be held on the Saturday night. Because, or Friday night. Maybe Saturday, so that more like on All Souls Day, All Souls Eve. Because Friday night is Halloween. It's a Thursday. So the 2nd of November would be Saturday. 2nd of October? We're put real quick. Alright. Okay, so November 1st, All Saints Day is November 1st, is a Saturday. Halloween is the 31st. Now, all kind of came up with the conclusion that for Halloween, on the 31st, it probably might be better to get the long-term travelers to make it for All Souls Day. Because it'll be easier for them to get here. Also, did you know about 2000 and I think it was in 2013, 2014, we had the major winter storm Alfred, the autumn storm Alfred, that happened just a few days before Halloween. And that Halloween that year was also on a Friday. October 31st, and there was no electricity in Winston during Winter Storm Alfred. So we had no electricity. So yes, people were lighting their homes with the jack-o'-lanterns, not just for Halloween special effects, but also because they needed to have light. The people that had gas stoves in the kitchens, well, they were still cooking and eating by candlelight. Those who had electric stoves, like me, had to deal with going out to eat at the emergency shelter. Just to let you know that. Please, has anyone dressing up as Joe Biden? No. Our theme was going to be elves and fairies in our party this year. Yeah. So we're going to be looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to see how that's going to go. So what I like to do is, my birthday's coming up on September 13th. I would like to see us hit 10,900 subs. We're pretty close. 10,900 subs is not impossible. We can make it. Because we're already up to 10,881. We just need 11 more subs to get to 10,900. My birthday's on the 13th of September. We can do this, people. We can do this. Also, I'd like to personally let you guys remind you, please hype the shows. Where's the hype button? The hype button, for your knowledge, is next to, pulling up a video here so I can see one here. All right, there's one here. Can I grow 100-year-old tomato seeds? Oh.
You were about to see.
All right, so let's use this as an example. Can't, the channel's too big. Oh, okay, it's only available for channels under 500 subs. So, but it sounds interesting video anyway. Would they still germinate? I don't know. Okay, pros and cons. She's too big. Yeah. Okay, so let's craft in the one here. Permanently vulnerable. 29 ethics. For the. Oh, I see this guy has it.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. In today's world, security is everything.
Okay, so if you go to next to the share, if your channel is over 500,000 subs, you're not going to see a hype button. Or if the channel is not monetized, you will not see a hype button. So I'm trying to find a channel here that's smaller that might have a hype button. So
for many people, the idea of being part or full-time on cruise ships sounds like a dream.
This is close to about the size. You're going to see a hype button on. So what you're going to do is you're going to go here. Oops. Wrong button. All right. So you're going to go to share ask, say, this one is solo. It doesn't even have the hype button. But the hype button is next to the share button. So what you do is press the hype button, and you will get a chance to see it. Actually, that does sound like an interesting video, though. It's called The Dark Side of Living on a Cruise Ship by those who have done it. He's talking about employees living on a cruise ship. That's a very interesting video because I think I've seen this once before. Employees that work on cruise ships, they don't get a lot of time on the ports of call. They don't really get a chance to see a lot. So, how you doing? Welcome to Rinpec 73-1. How you doing? Well, gotta hype it. If you guys want to hit it, if you want to see this channel unzip, expand, explode, this is where you guys come in because this is what you got to help with. That's what the hype button is for. Hype button only works in channels less than 500,000 views or subscribers. So if a channel has 500,000 subscribers plus, there is no hype button. If the channel has less than 500,000 and is monetized, it has a hype button, but you only see it on the phone. You do not see it on the desktop app, and you do not, according to originally YouTube, it said it wasn't available for live streams, but apparently it is subscribed, it is available on replays of live streams. So if you like one of my live streams, oh yeah, the shelf life of the live stream has to be less than 7 days old. So you can't hype a stream from 5 years ago. That's not an option. It has to be fresh, just like fresh ingredients from HelloFresh.com. Now, no, I'm not sponsored by that, but that'd be interesting. Let's talk about that. HelloFresh.com. What is that? Well, you like to eat out? Do you enjoy fresh food? Do you rather something that's pre-measured, pre-set to go? Just go ahead, follow the instructions, and boom, dinner is done. Well, that's what HelloFresh does. I'm really interested in trying that because I never tried it. Me and PDX were talking about going for, applying for, let's see, recently uploaded. Let's see what we got here. We're screwed. The Fed just rocked the housing market. It's Jimmy. He's...
What's going on, guys?
He's not that small, but let's see here. Now, does he have a share button? Yes. Does he have a hype button? No. So HelloFresh is kind of neat because they deliver the ingredients to your door, and then you can go ahead and prepare your own dinners using pre-measured amounts of food and ingredients to make a meal. And I don't know what the prices of the HelloFresh meals are, but you know what? I'll tell you something. There's other meal plans too that work the same way. That would be fantastic for me to have as a sponsor. Why? Because one of the things is I don't always cook a lot of fancy food. And a lot of reasons is I don't have time. But if the ingredients were there already in the box, i.e. shake and bake, there you go. Put in the ingredients here, fry it, stir fry it, whatever, boil it, bake it. Dinner done, boom, boom, eat, get right to work on my next job. That's what I would love to see. So, yes, PDX, I would be interested in getting involved with a contact like HelloFresh and other companies as a sponsor because it would help the channel a lot to keep things going for me. Now, because I'm not a sponsor, I can't give you a sponsored link for HelloFresh, but it does look interesting. So, of course, we also are a technical channel. So, obviously, Incogni, I can give them a word of advice. I think Incogni, it looks like they work pretty well. It may not be perfect for everybody. But unlike Delete Me, which is where you buy credits, stick at the service to delete your stuff, the Incogni automatically get your plan, and it just keeps up after all the bad guys and gets your names off the dark web and things like that. So that's another good option too. So you can keep all the good guys in and all the bad guys out. The Loch Ness Monster is real. The Loch Ness Monster got me drunk and violated me. And being a child. I had to be a child support ever since. I would love to see you cook a HelloFresh meal. No. Brain Dad says, not a sponsor. Is the opposite. Hello first, goodbye, rotten. I guess so. After all, where do you usually put rotten food? Put it in the tip. Compost pile in the back. Yeah. Just don't try to compost onions. Can you get a hold of HelloFresh Top Guy? Yeah, I can reach out to HelloFresh and request a sponsorship, but I might do that. I got a lot of scammers who try to get me to sponsor the products I never heard of. At least I do know about HelloFresh. as you know about Incogni, because I'm using Incogni right now. I did check out Delete Me. That didn't interest me at all. And so Incogni is good because there were hundreds, if not thousands, of entries from me on the email lists all over the world. That was put on mailing lists after mailing lists by brokers, copying my information to everybody and anybody. Since I got Incogni, I've been able to clean out my email folder almost. Well, it didn't happen overnight. It took a couple weeks, but finally, less and less scams, and slams are showing up in my mailbox. But then again, I also have been working on getting rid of them too. So, by making sure to put them in my trash folder. So, Incogni and Delete, Incogni has been helping me to find. They said that they would have taken me over 138 hours to get rid of all the junk, going through all their brokers to get rid of them all. So that's a major step in the right direction. I don't have time for that shit. I really don't. Because between research and now violin practice and live streams and eating and napping when tired and giving attention to Rusty, I just don't have time to chase after the email spammers, scammers, and slammers. I just don't have time to play their games. Really don't. So that's something to keep in mind. This is somebody else. Message is somebody else. I have the real hot water fresh right from the garden. Took to my dinner table. You're so lucky. No, it's not. It's the veil of the between the here and the there is the thinnest. Unfortunately, it is a pagan holiday, and because of that, All Souls Eve, which is Halloween, is considered repose of the souls of the dead. But Catholic Church accepted that as All Souls Eve. And then you got All Saints Day, which is all the saints who have crossed over and serving with God. Thank you very much. Good evening to you too, Tommy. What days would be violin practice? Probably Friday afternoon, Sunday morning maybe. I don't know if my neighbor's gonna like the Sunday morning wake up call. I'll be playing it right here because there's the album right next door is their bedroom. Unfortunately, the practice mute wasn't in the list. Yeah, well, first time fingers together. Whatever. Whatever. You get the idea. No, they actually had ordered from another company. So Sherry Jackson said she thinks it should be. I know it's nothing miracle, lucky about your garden. It's lucky, I mean, lucky you have the space to have one. That's what I meant. Let's see. So right now it is 8:24. Yes, it's 8:24. So the goal is by September 13th, which is my birthday, is I'd like to get up to 10,900 people. I think we can do it. But let me ask the question that I do need to ask. Can we keep it at 10,900 people for at least a week? At least. Because I know we can get up to probably 10,900 in maybe about a week's time. We're already up to 10,881. But then everybody leaves. Like less than a day afterwards. So if the new people join, would you at least agree to please stay for a week? Check out the videos, check out the prior live streams. If you decide to join a membership, you can check out the few membership videos we have. We don't have a lot. And the reason we never did any membership videos is some people said that they were going to be upset because they weren't able to be part of the live streams. Well, that doesn't necessarily have to be that way. Because, first of all, even if I gift out the memberships, and I certainly can, in fact, let me show you right now. I'm going to give you out some free memberships. I can buy them. Let's see. Do I have to buy them now? You can buy gift memberships. 50 memberships for $149.50. 20 memberships for $59.80. 10 memberships for $29.90. 5 memberships for $14.95. 1 membership for $2.99. So, if you want to get a membership, guys, you can do that. What about on my other phone? Well, I don't know. It's a great question. DL James bought 100 memberships and 200 Australian in August. I can tell you right now, the bling that was going on was insane for almost a whole friggin' hour. Whereas every single membership was getting the Hello Kitty smiling and kissing, throwing kisses at you. On my mornings or my night show on a Saturday night. And so DL James, again, thank you very much for that. I didn't forget. And as far as me buying memberships, well, I don't have a ton of money to buy memberships, but I don't know if I can. Can I buy? I don't know if I can buy memberships on the phone here. But it'd be interesting to see if we can do that. But I know I gifted out some of my morning show. Thin Nice Bridge. I love Hair Day, says Nads. Yep. You get out the free memberships yesterday. I gave out 5 of them, free ones. Yeah, I still got 5 free ones left. Hair good. Yeah. Autistic says Bridge Little. Okay. Well, a lot of people here are different levels of pervasive developmental disorders, autistic spectrum, and we love them all. We all love everybody. They're all important to the community. We're all different. So what makes the community stand out is the fact is that we're all here because we all believe in what is being done. When the efforts made by the community around us. Gotta admit, that stands out. It does. And do you ever think about buying another skirt like this one? Yeah, I'm thinking about buying another skirt like this one. I did have another black dress. That thing was worn down. I don't know if you even have it anymore. I don't know where it is either. But a black skirt like this blue one, which is kind of stretchy, which is kind of nice, it stretches. I can see if I can find one on eBay or Amazon. It doesn't have to be new clothing. It can be old clothing too. Make sure it's just comfortable. Make sure I get my right waist size. That's the important thing. But if you go with a second-hand one, make sure you remember the elastic is probably stretched to hell. So you're going to probably need to remember to buy a smaller size. Especially if it's got a stretchy elastic that has stretched out. I had one, I still have one here somewhere. It's in the other room. That when I originally bought it from the Studio 1940 collection from Fashion Bug, okay, it used to have a nice elastic that was good, but then the elastic over the many 20 years had stretched out to the point where it was useless. So then it just kept going, falling off on me. And so I said, like, well, I need to get a new one, or stitch an elastic in, and then I found this blue one, this dark navy blue piece, and which is pretty good. But I just think it's just need to get another one because this one's got stretchy material with a rip in it. What I'm talking about, Tiger Kitty, is the skirt I'm wearing right now. Right here, this skirt I'm wearing right now. That's what I was talking about. What I'm saying is, I need to buy another one because this one's starting to show. It's starting to get a little hole in it. Maybe from Rusty's claws, maybe from getting caught on something. You know. So I gotta get some new clothes sometime soon. Well, anyway, it's getting late. Soon we're gonna be getting ready to wrap it up. So here's the deal. My birthday is September 13th. If you guys would like to make me happy, we can get up to 10,900 subs. That's not really a lot of people. Think about it. It's less than nine people. But to make me even happier, if you stay around for about a week, check out the morning shows, check out the night shows, check out the videos, check out the playlist, check out the music, check out everything. That would be so wonderful to see that. Or you can be check out the large repertoire of content on this channel. There's so many things. Also, we'll be doing more new videos as well. So make sure to please hype them. And you can hype the live streams after they have occurred. So if you go to my channel, right next to the share button, there's a hype button. Now, I don't know if I can see it on my phone here, but anyway, so just check it out. Hype out the streams, hype out the videos, share the videos, subscribe to the channel, follow the channel, turn on the notifications, and let other people know. Even my neighbors know about my channel. I just talked to one of them today. The woman from number 10, her name is Mary. I actually talked to Mary. I was going towards my hair salon, and she was coming back my way, and she said to me, she said, how you doing? She said, I still love those ears of yours. I said, thank you. And she said, you know, I asked her next, I said, how are you doing since, unfortunately, your husband passed away earlier this year? She said that they've been doing okay. She said, I love your cat, Rusty. He's such a sweet cat. And he is. I said, he does have his dark days. You know, she said, I understand that. So she and I had a nice chat, and she said, I've been watching your show, and I found it interesting the way you bring people together. It's such a nice environment, it's such a relaxed place where you cover different topics. And like one person here on this channel said, your channel stands out differently from the rest of the channels on YouTube, especially the drama channels, where they're just trying to stir the pot of shit and trying to make everybody else have to smell it. Where on my channel, we don't necessarily stir a pot of shit. We don't necessarily stir a pot of nice stir fry either, but we are really more of, here's the real world, but let's see if we can make the real world a better place, one show at a time. That's what we do here. And I would let you know that. And KK said hi. Galaxy I says Nats, LMAFO. The same 20 cults. Well, we're getting more people. We're 29 people right now, guys. Check out a violin. It's too late after this week. Can't leave it's a trap. You're gonna like it. It's a good show. It's a great show. Well, I don't mind sticking around a little longer. Yeah, well, this is the same kind of stretchy pants. They got the elastic in them. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We'll see if we can stick on a little longer. Let me see how much power's in my power bank here. 73%. I think it'll be fine. Oh, okay. 73% charge. So, now, Friday night, I'm going to be on Brad's stream. Now, if Brad gives me the link to the panel like he said he's going to try to do, then I can go straight up on his panel and he can get ready to have me come on with him. If he doesn't have that, it gives me the link to his regular show. I can get on the chat and then he'll be able to generate the link and get me up on the panel that way. I don't know what software he's using, but obviously I'll be doing it on my desktop so I can get the closed captions. Now remember, that's something that people don't realize. Because of my hearing loss, we need to use the closed captions features, the speech to text, which makes it possible for me to hear you clearly. Now, when I was talking to Mary, I didn't need speech to text. I don't know why. We didn't have any real problems. Maybe it's because you started to talk to people more and your brains are getting a little sharper. Perhaps. Well, yeah, but even Andrew's not bad either. Andrew's not really that bad. He's got his own issues in his life. Really, Andrew's not a bad person. Is another Virgo man. First 10-day Virgo. I will use the term 10 days because technically the proper term is decant. But some people think it means something else. It means 10 degrees or days. Each degree is 360 degrees in the year. So I know. But isn't it 365.2? Yeah. Well, hey, Rusty. Oh, you're chilly. Come outside, huh? You can't really see Rusty too well, can you? There's the cat. Oh yeah, Saturday is going to be the Rusty artwork contest. So let me just use some kitty pictures so you can see what he looks like, so you can create the ultimate artwork for the cat. He's like, girl, get the camera out of my face. He's always on camera. And he knows it. So just jump down onto the floor. Yeah. Big kitty cat. Looks like a flying. No, he's just a good cat, though. No. See, now, that's what I'm talking about when I say about somebody who may be putting holes in my dress or my skirts. Besides the walk wheels is the cat. Don't know why he does that. I never get it, but he's a good cat overall. Maybe tonight I'll give him a mixed grill. I already gave you guys until the 9th. Or the 6th, I already gave you a fixed day. I announced it over a month ago. Yeah, I bought a can of, well, he needs the meow mix dry, but that's not what made him mean. It's the canned food that made him mean. There's something in that meow mix canned food that makes him get hyper Not sure what. So I got him 24 cans of Friskies mixed grill. I gave him one 2 days ago, and it was fine. They were bigger cans. They were like 5.2 ounce cans, so about the size of a can of tuna fish. So, in tuna and water size cans. So he got a good deal out of it. Got more cat food, and he's a happy cat. So, here. He can go cold. Yes, he can. Do you own a cat? Probably not. Let me go ahead and close the door to the porch so I can. Ugh. So it's this time to close the door anyway. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna close the door to the porch. Sure he has enough food in his dish. Got water and got food. Watch out. Here's the bathrooms. Okay. Receie's inside. Door's closed. Let's see. It says every single time he's here, he makes my tummy growl. Who does? Big Willie, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Well, I actually did eat out today at the Oh, Toxic Sloth. That's another one of Brain Dead's accounts. Are you alien? Some think so. She's a Virgo. Yeah. Some people think I'm alien. So, my goal is by September 13th, which is my birthday, can we get up to 10,900 subs? And as a bonus, could you please stick around for a week? Turn on the notifications and check out the morning shows. Or even if it's reruns, that's fine. I'd like to see this channel continue to grow, and with new viewers and new opportunities. This is where you guys come in, because you guys can make it happen. It's you who are the ones who make us grow. Now, I want to see if I can find out how many people actually are viewing the channel live. So right now, there's 25 watching, but it doesn't show me how many views came by. This kind of sucks because I'd like to see that number, but there's just not numbers. This numbers just not there. So I think we can do it though. I think we can easily get 19 people by the 13th of September. Guys, it's only the 4th. So that means, figuring out the math, that's like 5 a day. 5 new people a day. Can we get 5 people by the 13th of September? I don't see why not. Let's do it, people. Let's get 5 new subs a day. With one request, you stick around for a week. So, in other words, if you join today, you stick around until the 7 days, the 11th of September. If you subscribe tomorrow, you stick around until the 12th of September. That's 5 days, Michelle, not 7. Oh, right. So, no, that's right. That's 7 days. 4 plus 7 is 11. Right. All right, so in other words, you stick around for 7 days from the time you subscribe. Then those 7 days, you agree to check out all the content from the playlist. And if you join on the membership, check out the membership videos. Some of them are funny, some of them are not funny. But the point is, check out all the videos all the way back to 2011. Check it out. There's so much. The morning show is Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Right now we're in Eastern Daylight Time. And when we go back, set the clocks back an hour, it'll still be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, it would help. And don't forget, my show is on Sundays at 3 o'clock on my channel, which is Lumi Fenestra. Right. And Lumi has her own channel, and you can find her channel on my other channels, their future channels, including Lumi's channel. Rusty's back again. Rusty's back again. I'm going to switch this way so you can see Rusty better here. This is Rusty. Let me shrink the screen here. Here we go. Big kitty cat. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Pussy? That's 33 likes, Michelle. Absolutely dang cool. 33 likes, 21 viewers. Don't forget to hype. Also, check out the videos, too. It's not just live streams. We do more than just live streams. I know some channels focus on live streams and don't do a single video. Let me make a suggestion. This is from Marianne, too. Marianne, do videos. Not just shorts, not just songs. but other content as well. Perhaps, for example, a video describing how you create the music, why you create the music, what your other interests are, do you play musical instruments, whatever. Just to expand and broaden your appeal of your channel. It's a new channel. It's going to take time to grow it. It's not going to happen overnight. So make sure to keep that in mind. Yeah. Thank you very much, Naz. I'm glad you know we're the best. So right now it is 8:50 my time. Yes, I know. Maybe that's what I'm saying is, maybe what I told her the same thing in an email. What you should do is, one, talk a little bit about yourself in your introduction video. Why you create songs about me. Unlike Sweet Potato Farmer, they're not songs where she's trying to rip me apart. She's not trying to rip me apart. She's completely different kind of content. It's more complimentary, it's more supportive. So in that case, she could do is say, "Hi, my name is Marianne. I'm a fan of Michele Marie Dalene, the North American Snow Queen. I've been creating songs about Michele. I really think she's really cool. I found Michele through somebody or whoever on YouTube, and immediately I was enamored with her personality and the way she carries herself. And I found these different tools, such as what's she using? She's not using the same one. She's using Suno. I use I Love Sung AI. I use a different site. I got paid account. I Love Sung AI. She uses Suno. So she creates this music, and I said to her, "That's great, but what you need to do is you need a hook. You need a hook. You need to give some backstory of why you create the songs. Something like that is going to get your audience's attention. It's just like the big dwarf says in Royal Warcraft, "Aye, you got my attention. You come up with a good hook. Explain. Keep it under 10 minutes for all the ADHD people. Under 10 minutes. Describe your song. Describe who you are. You don't necessarily need to do live streams. That's your choice. If you want to do live streams, you need 250 subs to do a live streams on your mobile device through YouTube. However, if you want to apply to do live streams on your desktop or using a third-party app for live streaming besides the YouTube app, you can do that too. But for now, since you set up for doing videos, do the video description. And this applies to anybody. If you're going to get started on YouTube, and not just as a watcher, but as a content creator, start by doing the things you love. Because that's going to make a difference. May it be playing air violin, air guitar, to playing around with special effects on the keyboard, or playing fart noises, whatever that you think is going to resonate with somebody, that's absolutely fine. For example, like I said, we play the violin, but we can do more than that. We can play the piano too. Sure can. So, I hate piano. I really do. If that's your thing, go for it. The idea is YouTube is to go express yourself. It's not meant to be go fuck yourself, but unfortunately so many YouTubers do tend to think that's what YouTube means, is to go fuck yourself. That's not the case. Also, what else you got? You got tracks. Live loops, tracks, keyboards, sample songs. All right, let's see. How does that work? You gotta play it. No, I don't want to play it. It might be copyrighted stuff. Okay. Yeah, that might be copyrighted stuff. Let's just have fun. You know. This is Out Prodigy. I want to make the one about Cassandra. Oh, that's easy enough. You can either I do a lot of times use ChatGPT. Describe Cassandra. Describe the person. Then you just say, I want to write a song about this person I'm describing to you. And then when you go on Suno or I Love Song AI, you choose the type of music genre. Maybe you want to choose rock or roll. Maybe you want to choose heavy metal or country western music and things like that. Speaking of music, I haven't done that lately. I have my own music files. Oh, yes, she does. You can certainly play some of your music, can't you? Can't get a copyright strike on my own content, can I? No. All right. So let's go to. I'll just tell you that you go to my music. There's a huge mother load of music on my playlist. So, for example, Michelle's music. We have the newest song is CI Atlas to visit. When the spotlight fades, the light between our eyes. Ain't no bids low enough. The ether between us. Lumi's home show intro. The light I keep. Which why not? I'll play that one here. This is the description of what this channel is. So why not? Let me just play this one song. This is what this channel is about. Let's see if we can get this. In a sea of voices loud and wild, I built a beacon soft and I created the lyrics. I created the pictures. The lyrics are kind of hybrid between me and ChatGPT 4.0. Work on these together. The singer is I Love Song AI, which is sort of similar to what Marianne does. Some things AI actually does help, but not everything. But that does help there, you know. Yeah. Well, I don't know what Taylor Swift sounds like, but I certainly like the way it sounds. I'm with my phone out so I can change this thing to all messages. It's just on top messages right now. Let me see what it sounds like on your line. Okay, it sounds pretty good. I did it. Michelle made this song. You want to go play Marianne's song? Yeah, yeah, I can play Marianne's song too, after this song. And if you turn on the closed captions, you'll see the lyrics. So, judge me not by what you hear, but by the hearts I draw near. I don't need crowns or perfect speech. Well, it's a cute song. Well, now I'm seeing a picture and I keep it on my wall. It's part of my. That was the light I keep. That was one of my songs. You guys can check out the rest of them on my playlist on my channel. So, let me see if I can find Marianne's channel right now. She has, let's see, Marianne, let's see, search. Okay, search. Is she one space? She space and yeah, I think she's space. Mary Ann, A-N-N-E. Okay. Let's see. I want to search for channel. So I want to hit filters. I'm going to search for channel. Oh, that's the neat thing about when you think about this. I'm searching for a channel name. How do you know there's not more than one Marianne? Marianne topic, Marianne channel, Marianne Kerr. Okay, I have her email. I'll just go search for her email. She came to me and she said that she was trying to figure out the best way to grow her channel, as I said earlier, and I said I would help her out, and so here's her channel right here. So, and I give you the link to it. So right now, currently, guys, she's got 4 subscribers. She really needs more of them. Please do subscribe to her. It's just called Marianne I6K. At Marianne-I6K. Her latest song is this one here. It's Rusty the Cat. This is her content right here. You see right there. That's her channel content. So if you guys could subscribe to her channel and help her out, that would be much appreciated. Let's help the channel. Let's help her get up to more than 4 subs. She only has 4 subs. Let's try to help her out a bit. Ah, gee. Oh, yeah, you lost her. That's okay. Anyway, so you just check out her channel. I will post a link to it in the video so you guys can check out the link later on if you missed it. So, let's see, how do you get out of here? Like that? Okay. Well, I think she's trying to make the channel be more than just a music channel. She only has 4 subs, guys. I mean, I think she's put a lot of work into this, and most all these songs are shorts, but she needs to work on some longer videos too. But so please do like, share, and subscribe. Let's help her out. Come on, you guys can do that. It wouldn't hurt you any. And what else we got here? Any new messages? Capital One, shopping eBay, Capital One, quick silver card, Amazon.com, Rumble, Zillow, Google Play, YouTube. No, nothing new. Anyway, so really, so like I said, by my 13th birthday, on September 13th, we can get up to 10,900 subs, which really is not that far from now. I just need 21. I just need 19 more people. I want to request that you stick around for at least 7 days. Check out the content for 7 days. Check out check out the other channels we feature. Sorry we haven't been doing any gaming channel streams. Because everybody said they hate my gaming, so we stopped doing the gaming because everybody said they hated the gaming, so that's why we don't do them anymore. But I would like to do some gaming sometime soon. Again, 27 people, 37 people. Oh yeah, can I put in a 38th lake? Yeah, go. 20 people right now watching. Hi Tina, how you doing? Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to get some more gaming back on. 37 on my own. Well, that's good. 37 plus a lot of likes, guys. Just to let you know, we have a lot of likes here. We have 39 likes. Right now it says here I got 16. So where's the 37 people? I only got 39 likes. I don't have 37 people. We were pretty high up at one point. 36 likes, yep. The word big doesn't do Rusty justice. Grande. Grande. So we say in Italian. Grande. Grandissimo. Big kitty. Grandissimo gatto. Gatto grandissimo. And bold with a heart of gold. Oh yeah, claws as sharp as a federal government paper shredder too. I'm not kidding. He's got Ginsu knives for claws. Gargantuan, yeah. Big cat. Big cat. Big boy cat. His son, turns out Dusty is not too far away. I talked to Mary. Mary, was it Mary that said it? Yeah. Mary said she saw Dusty, his son, running around here. So his son, Dusty, is the pisser. Not the daddy. Not Rusty. It's his son, who's not fixed, is the pisser. I said, well, Rusty chased his son out of the house and never let him back in again. I don't know what they argued about. All I know is his son is kitty non grata. I think Rusty probably said, hey son, it's time for you to get your own place. You know what? Stop freeloading. So now Dusty, which I believe is an Aries kitten, is like just being wild and reckless. Rusty's a Taurus cat. I believe Dusty is an Aries kitten. Is he? I think so. You sure he's not a Sagittarius? No. Okay. So, uses plastic tees and wears reversible belts. Okay. Sounds different. Not really. Not really. What do you mean by that, Nance? Oh no, my connection is working fine. Well, it was working fine. Oh yeah. I'm just, yeah, YouTube might be acting a little weird. Yeah, I see my hand moving on the screen. Connection's fine, yep. Well, it would make sense. I haven't moved around the screen yet. So, again, just remember tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is the morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And I'd love to see some of the new people come. You have to be a subscriber to be on the side chat on the morning show. But if you've already subscribed, then you're all set. Occasionally, people gift out memberships. And you may be one of the lucky ones to get one. And also, share the show out with everybody else so you know of. Maybe more people might be interested in it. Because I like to see you guys be part of the show. And also check out the Saturday night show. Because tonight, Saturday night is going to be the Rusty competition. However, we don't have a lot of entries. And some of the entries were posted in general chat and not in the contest area. For the contestants who have created entries, please copy and move your picture to the contest area that you want PDX to judge. Yes, PDX is going to be judging it, not me. Maybe Tiger might judge some of them, but do check it out and be part of that show. I'd love to have you be part of the regular network. No, it's not. It's on Saturday of this week. It's the 6th. Well, it depends on what you're doing. Now, most people, right? I mean, I already put in my my example picture. Since I'm not in the contest, I posted a picture in the competition area. You can check it out. Let's see. Put the link to the Discord. Let's see. So I'm gonna go to Discord. Discord, enter, send, check it out. Go to the Discord, there's a link, just join that, and then you can also submit your own artwork for the competition. Please place the artwork in the competition area. So, it's not that complicated. That seems a little longer. Well, Nance, hurry up. Nance, hurry up. You got a couple days. So now you want to move it to the October. Let's see. How about October 9th? October 9th, which is also a hair day. Would October 9th be better for you? October 9th? October 9th. Yes or no? Okay. Good. October 9th. All right, make it official. October 9th. Only the one problem, Michelle. Well, October 9th is not a Saturday. Oh, right. So, that's true. That's not a Saturday. So, let's keep it on October 11th. October 11th will be the Saturday. That'll be the judging day. So, all entries need to be in by early October 11th morning. So ideally, no later than October 10th. Make sure to post them in the competition area. Okay? Anything after the 10th of October will not be entered into this competition. So anything after the 10th will be for another competition. I'm getting the body modded for you. Kidding. A few people are. We would like to score the badass artist, join us, and everyone. Well, if you want a cute picture of a kitty cat, there is one that I put up in the artwork area that might interest you. Okay, Nance. All right, we're down to 18 people, and it's 9:19. So, got a loose piece of hair in my way. I don't know. So check out the show. And please make sure to try to do my suggestion. Give us a week. Just give us a week. Subscribe. As I said, let's get to 10,900 by the 13th of September. And then all I'm asking you is to stay for at least 7 days. Get to check out the morning show, the night shows. Lomi's channel is different, but if you want to join Lomi's channel, her link is also available as well. She puts a lot of work into her own channel. Also, well, it's not related to YouTube. Check out Silver Moon Radio, AM 1610. This week we're going to play some more records of various artists, some well known, some not well known. some old-time radio shows on Sunday night, starting at 7 o'clock Eastern, up until about 11 o'clock at night. 5 hours of content, chill, for you to enjoy yourself. So, check it out there on Silver Moon Radio, AM 1610 on Kick. You can check out in my community tab, you'll see the link often posted. Lily Simpson says, hello, how you doing? Seems to be a lot of it about quantum ocean. Why is everyone autistic? That's a good question. I don't know. There's a lot of theories. We're not really sure why. Some people think it's our eating habits. Some people think it's because of the way we raise our children. Some people think it's because of the food we eat, as I said, eating habits. Some believe it may be environmental issues such as air, soil, cross-contamination in the air. So there's no clear answer to why autism is a thing. We know autism's on the rise, but that's all we know. We don't know why. We don't have a clear indicator of what causes it. That's what I'm trying to get at. We don't know. You know what's nice about the Silver Moon Radio, by the way? Thank you very much, Natch. It does. You know, foods is definitely one of the possibilities is food. Some say it could be environmental. Some could be a mutation of the genetics in the brain that affect the brain. There's no clear cause of what causes the autistic spectrum disorder. But here's the thing that's important. Autistic people are people, and we would like to be treated with respect. We put our pants on the same way you do. We go through life the same as you do. Some of us have jobs, some of us have families, and we want to be treated with decency. We might do some things that the neurotypicals may find stupid or weird, but the neurodivergent don't necessarily see them as stupid and weird. It's just as we are. It's the same with me. I'm neurodivergent too. Come on, look at this couch. Come on. How many couches do you know of a 57-year-old is covered head to toe with plushies? Huh? How many? I don't see too many of them. We just do. $40 likes, yes. Now let's turn those 40 likes. Oh yeah, I am old. I'm 57 years old. I am 57 years old, honey. I'm not a kid. $57. So yes, I am older. Yeah, I'm yawning because, you know, it's getting late. I don't usually like to do shows more than 2 hours. And we're just doing a little longer. And so, yeah, you're going to hear me on a little bit. even when I'm done with this show, I'm not done, because then I have to go back in my bedroom and catch up on the news stories, news articles, news releases, press releases, tarot readings, get those in. And then I fall asleep about 4 in the morning. I woke up at 8 in the morning. And I start my day all over again. Then after the morning show, like today, I had an appointment after the morning show. I couldn't go home and take a nap right away. So I got a nap in for a few hours after I got home. And then I woke up about 3 or 4 o'clock, set up for this show, cut up on some videos, and then started this stream about 7 o'clock. And right now it is 9:26. And I don't always have a lot to say, so sometimes just trying to keep the show going is kind of hard. I'll have to make some time in the day, some way, how. Yeah, I'll make time. I'll have to make time. I'll figure it out. Maybe I might have to practice once a week. It's not going to be great to do just once a week, but that might be all I can do. So, maybe Friday afternoon, and maybe into some of Friday night, and then for about an hour, half hour, whatever, the same thing. Maybe I can squeeze in a little time after I get up, between my time I get up and when Lumia goes for show live at 3, because then my Silver Moon Radio goes live at 7 o'clock on Kick. So obviously I can't play my violin on Kick. I'll be too busy spinning the records. Yes, play actual vinyls. You know, those plastic discs that are 12-inch diameter that have grooves in it with a needle that plops into? Yeah, we play records. And so we jump around a lot with records too. So we'll figure it a way. Bridge Lewis said hi, I collect vinyl. Then you know what I'm talking about. So, I know people think records are kind of stupid, but no, I actually like records. I also mastered one of my own records. Originally as a promotional for Silver Moon album, Silver Moon show. I don't know how many sold, but you still should be able to buy it. If not, I will see if I can re-release it. It is called the Silver Moon album. So we're just gonna hit the. Let's see. Where is it? It's CILV. Oops, sorry, typo. Silver Moon. ERMOON dash. Where's the dash? I think it's a dash. I know it's not an underline, so it's dash. There it is. Album ALBUM. This. Oh, what language is that in? Gibberish. Alright, let me state it over. It definitely doesn't exist under that name. So it's Silver Moon album. So if I type in, let's see, make sure I get it right. SILVERM. Oh, nope. I just keep scrolling it wrong. I know, I see. Silver Moon dash ALBUM. Silver Moon album, but you don't have a comma there. You have a dash. I need an exclamation point. I know. I need the exclamation point, not the... Now hit the dash. Okay. Dash. Dash, dash, dash. Okay, check that out. Should pull up the link. The Silver Moon album. There is a link to the album. Well, I got some records here. I can show you some of the records we played on the shows in the past. I mean, make sure I don't trip over any of my cords. I got over 300 of them, but these are just some of the ones I played recently on my shows. Oof. Orange Blossom Wheels by Billy Vaughn. I know, this is like one of those rare records that most of you kids have no idea what it is. It came out in the 1960s. It has songs like Wheels, Orange Blossom Special, Are You Lonesome Tonight? I love that song. Marie, my dear, Si Bon, Lazy River, the Whiff and Poof song, the Sorrento, Sorrento. Green Glass of Texas, Summertime, It's a Lonesome Old Town. So, this is one of the records. Bay City Rollers, It's a Game, which has on it the songs of It's a Game, You Made Me Believe in Magic, Don't Let the Music Die, Love Power, The Way I Feel Tonight, Love Fever, Sweet Virginia, Inside a Broken Dream, Dance, 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 and Rebel, Rebel. So this is a bifold records you can see over there. That's the musicians of the Bay City Rollers in 1977. I have this on 8-track as well. I don't have a working 8-track to play it though. Top 10 hits includes Mockingbird, Bye Bye Love by the Everly Brothers, I Know by Barbara George, Donna by Richie Valens, Duke of Earl by Gene Chandler, Let It Be Me by Betty Everett and Jimmy Butler, Western Movies by the Olympics, I Remember Walking in the Sand by the Shangri-Las, Hats Off to Larry by Del Shannon, Where or When by Dion and the Belmonts, Poetry in Motion by Johnny Tillotson, Run Around Sue by Dion, The Wanderer by Dion, Shout Shout Knock Yourself Out by Ernie Mariska, and Lovers Who Wander by Dion. Dion did a lot of music on this record. At least three songs by Dion on this album. Then we got Pure Gold by K-Tel. Kind of cute, right? This has songs on it such as, this is a double record, say, Right Back Where We Started From, Devil Woman by Cliff Richards, Torn Between Two Lovers by Mary McGregor. Is that really her singing? I don't think that's her real name. Maureen McGovern. I think they got it wrong. Yeah, I think they did too. Maureen McGovern. Year of the Cat by Al Stewart. Let Your Love Flow by Bellamy Brothers. One Man, Woman, One Woman, Man, Paul, Inca, and with Udia Coates. Touch Me in the Morning by Diana Ross. I'd Really Love to See You Tonight by England Dan and John Ford Coley. So Dance and Don't Turn Me On by Yeah, Darnay Brothers. Then the next record is The Things We Do for Love by 10cc. Don't Give Up on Us by David Soul. I love that song so much. That sounds like so much like my YouTube channel. She's Gone by Daryl Hall and John Oates. So, Into You, the Atlanta Rhythm section. The Love Really Hurts Without You by Billy Ocean. Shannon by Henry Gross. A Fifth of Beethoven. Walter Murphy and the Big Apple Band. Fernando by ABBA. When Will I Be Loved by Linda Ronstadt. Another song that describes me to a T. When Will I Be Loved? I Am Your Boogeyman by Casey and the Sunshine Band. You Are the Woman by Firefall. Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. Why Can't We Be Friends by The War? Oh, that's your answer. Love Steam, better known, often used in Love Boat from the Love Unlimited Orchestra. Lady, Put the Light on Me by the Brownsville Station. Walk Away from Love by David Ruffin. Trying to Love Too by William Bell. I Love Music Part 1 by the OJs. Magic Man by Heart, Get Closer, Seals and Crofts. I Never Cry by Alice Cooper. Couldn't Get It Right by Climax Blues Band. Summer by War Again. Anything You Want by John Valenti. Welcome Back by John Sebastian. You're Having My Baby by Paul Anka. And Happy Days, Pratt and the Clan. So, these are just some of the records, and I could go on. Let's see, maybe my record's in here. Yeah, actually, I do have it. I'm gonna go get it. And Don't Shave My Silver Moon album, too. So, yes, let me go get my Silver Moon album and put these records back on the stacks at the same time. So. Oh, I hate getting up. It's hard to get up with a busted kneecap. All right, so I hate getting old. It's going to be something that's going to be a very rare album. The songs on it are not rare, but yes, this is a real record. This is the Silver Moon album. And you can buy this one, and it's a real record. You can play it on any turntable. What's wrong with a good set of liner notes? Ain't anything wrong with it. Here's what it says. There's the songs on it for those of you who are interested. Some of our best loved music from our shows. Lost in Love. Leaving the Nights Are Better. Pull It Down You. Don't Cry Out Loud. You should hear how she talks about you. Red Roses for Blue Lady. You're My Everything. Lord Have Mercy. Rocking to the Rhythm of the Rain. Night Little Corner of the World. Nina, Queen of the Teeners, and Ponytail. The last two songs are by a performer from the 50s, early 60s. Originally from the original 78s that I had, so I ported those over. So here's what it says in the back of the record. This is the turntable set we use here in Silver Moon to play the record show. Those are the two turntables we use. This is the whole studio that has not changed. This is the same studio that we still use now. This was recorded last year. It says, when I found out that we could make an album very inexpensively, I was so excited. This has been a lifelong dream. Imagine, the thought of making your own custom LP record was out of reach for so many. Thanks to the modern technology, we had the perfect tools, and I could not resist the temptation. Silver Moon Radio AM 1610 was started in 2020, originally to demonstrate and then repaired and rebuilt Garrard 210 turntable. Then we put up the 7 records on the record changer and let it play through them. We shared our show originally with Discord, then later we moved to Twitch, which is not a great choice. Then when Kick came into being, we had the perfect choice. No DMCA today. We still do shows on Kick on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. And here's a link. http://www.kick.com/BICHELA. The problem is that unless you were already watching the show, you had no idea what we were doing. This is why we created this album, so that you can experience the show at your own leisure. Place this album on your turntable of choice and enjoy the show. This is a work of art and technology. It takes much work to do a show, but my skill helped make this album possible. Below are some pictures of our gear. While most of us would cringe that our 2 current turntables are Cross Voyager models, these have been solid performers. People enjoy the show, and they don't have a problem with how it's done, but they do enjoy it. And by the way, on the top there is the original Garrard 210 turntable, which I still use on the show as well. I have 3 turntables set up, so therefore we can do the show easily. You got all hyped up. Woo, says Naz. Thank you. So you'll see it eventually. No worries. Any donations coming? Not that I know of. I don't see any donations. No, but I'm glad we've seen this. People are hyping up the show. There. First press, but on 4th profit rate. 2000 K UK. How you doing? Read chat, I am. I'm trying to get caught up now. What costs $200? I'm not sure. Yeah, I understand. He said what costs $200. I don't know. You need to be around for a bit. You just gotta be around on the morning show for a regular big old booster. So new people that just come in don't get mods right away. To be a mod means you have to be like a regular on the show. And in about a week's time, if people feel that you'll be suitable, then we'll consider it. Also helps if you're a subscriber. I've been up for a year. Well, I haven't seen you here yet. Alright, we have 17 viewers, and let's see how many subs we have. Remember guys, the 13th is coming up pretty quick. 10,882. We still got 18 people to go, people. We still need 18 people. We got, remember, you have to stay around for at least 7 days. No one else, so no, just unsub and unsub the next day. Stick around for 7 days. It ain't gonna hurt you any. Make sure to turn on the notifications so you know when the show's live. Okay. She's saying, no screen. Okay. That's fine. Okay, that's fine, no problem. Okay. Okay, that's fine. No problem. I am live now, by the way. I am live now. BTW. Come join us. Okay, come join us. Okay, there you go. So, well, I haven't seen you in the chat before. Yeah, you have to interact with us a bit. That's really what we want, is interactions, not so much just a sub count. We'd like to see you interact with us in chat. Hi Brian PC, how you doing? My phone is driving me nuts. I'm about to... Why don't you get yourself a new phone that you like, Nats? Why do you keep using crappy phones? I don't understand. Yeah. The one thing is, I kind of wish, you know what? I kind of wish the stand stood a different way, because, let me explain. If I could get the stand to sit this way and not fall over, because the problem is you can't, because the charger port's right there. Because then I could see more of the chat questions, but I can't. So we got 45 likes, but then we got a couple new subs. My goal is to get another 18 subs by the 13th of September. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I think we can get 18 subs by the 13th of September. I can't think of any reason why we can't. You know. But anyway, we'll see what happens. You know, Sherry Jackson didn't even know I was live. Okay. There. I understand that. Okay. Capital One Shopping, eBay. Rumblezillo. You know, the thing that's funny though is I got a Quicksilver Capital One card, and I got a regular Capital One card, and I'm still kind of confused. Why they sent me a Quicksilver card, and then I have my regular Capital One card, and then immediately the stupid people want to mail me another card on top of my one card. It's like, dude, just do me a favor. Just increase the limit on my one card, please. Don't Don't give me more credit cards. I don't want more credit cards. I don't want to have more. I don't have enough room in my wallet for any more cards. What is your favorite song? I don't really have a favorite song. And the reason is because I listen to so many different singers and writers and genres that there's no really one particular favorite song. I mean, if I like country western, so I like singers like Freddie Fender and Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, Juice Newton, Susie Boggess, Johnny Cash, Jan Howard. This is in the countryside. In the rock and roll, like ABBA. I like a lot of music by AC/DC, Twisted Sister, the Bangles, Nina. For example, on the romance music, I like Dr. Hook. I like Maureen McGovern. I don't have any particular favorite song because I listen to so many different genres. I mean, I like music by Bach. I like music by Mozart. I like music by Vivaldi. I like some music by Puccini. I know he does mostly opera, but Oh Mio Bambino is actually kind of cool. Oh my baby, my boy baby. The way she's singing it implies it's her boyfriend in Italian, but still. I like Susan Walls. She did album 13 Ribs and this The Widow's Waltz that was used in the Human Element commercial. Remember the Human Element commercial by Dow? They chose the song the Widow's Waltz as the song to use for the commercial and underneath the talk over. Which you can probably find some of the Human Element commercials on YouTube. So I got a lot of different music, and I don't have any particular type I like. I just like so many different things, you know. As you can see, I collect plushies, and I also work on computers, and I enjoy music, and I enjoy making my own music, my AI music. And if I could master the violin good enough, maybe you'll actually might have me make some real music, you know. That would be kind of cool. But for now, I can give you some sort of music. May not be really fantastic, but so how did you get into the plucking effect? I'm not sure. Maybe that's that's how. Okay. So I know that just turns on the plucking. That's kind of cool. Notre Dame. This is plucking. Make sure the thing is as low as it gets. It is. You like that? You know, if I could try that with the real violin, it'd be hilarious. Oh, I'm sure you can. You think so? Yeah. Hit stop button. Oh, wait a minute. So, that's playing GarageBand on my phone. Yeah. Yeah. I am excited for tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to see how it goes. Well, 3 hours ago. I think it's time to wrap it up. I'm physically getting tired, and making a reading longer isn't going to help any. You guys got a lot of bad content to watch. So, why don't you go ahead and go to the, watch those you subscribed, or even if you didn't subscribe, go to my channel, check out the content, see what I have, watch some of the live streams, watch some of the videos, watch some of the music playlists, and get to see everything we do. We don't just do YouTube videos. That's just a little piece of it. This has been very interesting, hasn't it? Come across so many interesting people. Of course you do. That's why. Also, it's interesting people would love to see some of you guys follow us a little more than just 1 or 2 shows to get to know more about our backstories. Because there's a lot to us. We're not just a fat fuck who sits in a seat. We have lives too. And we'd love to see you guys follow us. But don't forget to like, share out the video to everybody. Hype it. Now, live streams right now, you can't hype until the stream is over. But hype it. You see a fresh video on my channel, less than 7 days old, hype the hell out of it. You got a couple. And don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell. Ding dong, ding dong. I don't know when we're live, but I can tell you right now when we are going to be live. Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Lumi has her show on her channel at 3 p.m. on Sunday. Yeah, and I gotta wear the hot wig. Yeah, wear the hot wig. I gotta that way to be looking at us over different people. Also on Kick, remember, we have a record too. Check it out. Search for the Silver Moon album, and you can have a copy of a non-fungible transaction of a Silver Moon album from AM 1610 Silver Moon, which is on Saturday night at 7 o'clock on Kick. That's http://www.kick.com. MicheleMarieDalene, and you can be part of the listening audience as we play all kinds of tunes, and you'll be able to hear all kinds of new music, things that you never heard before, to music that you may have heard but haven't. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I just saw that. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brian PC. I absolutely love it when you donate and people are part of the show like this. It really makes it good. It helps us to keep the show going, keep the content going. Also, don't forget that the 25th of October is Chiller Theater in New Jersey with Noodles. I already bought the tickets. We bought the early bird ones so that we can get there an hour before the doors open for the public to go look at the stuff at the vendors and buy stuff at Chiller Theater. And that's in Parsippany, New Jersey, the 25th of October. We're going to that. So we're all set to that. So for now, thank you very much, Brian PC, and please thank you for the new subscribers. I hope that you do take me up my request to say subscribe for a week. Check out the contract, check out the shows, check out the videos, check out the playlist. Learn all about us. We're here, we love you, we want to grow further, and we want to be the one place that's going to be a nice change from the typical YouTube dross that you see every day. But right now, I want to get ready to wrap some things out. And I just want to say thank you for coming, everybody, to the show. I hope you all have a nice night. So for now, bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, everybody.